sports team! We fixed the audio. Now I'm not peeking, or I shouldn't be anyway. Am I peeking?
I don't think you were peeking. It's hitting the top of the fader.
That's probably fine.
Okay.
That's probably not fine. Either way, we fixed it forever, and it's all good.
Hopefully a lot better.
Welcome back to Go My Favorite Sports Team, the podcast that's going to kick off 2025 with a bang. The editors, blow me up. Blow him up.
I don't know why I moved.
That's good. Yeah, no, that helps. That helps the editors. We're back with even more sports news, even better sports reporting. We've hired a suite of journalists who are in the field right now, getting the scoop of them. We have spared no expense. We're paying them hundreds of thousands of dollars per year because they're just that good, right?
That's me. I'm your sports reporter in the field that's doing that. I guess.
No. Remember, we hired like 20 of them.
20?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
You approved it.
Did you hire Charles Barkley? Because I think he lost a job and then he's got...
Yeah. He was on the market. He was a steal. Only $2 million a year.
Oh, jeez. Louise.
What? We spare no expense for our podcast listeners. Right, everybody out there? HU is getting $1,000.
Oh, my God.
Sponsor me and blow me up. But make dollars go poof.
Oh, God.
Yes, we're rich.
Anyway, welcome to Go My Favorite Sports Team. Welcome to 2025. We've got an exciting new...
We got an excited man right here.
Excited man over there. Excited man right here. I got a new haircut. That's brand new. So
hey, look good.
New look.
I did notice it. I just didn't say anything.
No, that's fine. I've kind of, if you didn't notice, I'd be more concerned about you because there's a lot of hair that's gone.
It is a lot.
So new look, new season of sports kicking off 2025.
Is that how it works?
New
I
year.
thought they started like with...
Some new seasons will be kicking off. Most of them are in the middle of the season. Football playoffs happening, college football. We got the NFL playoffs happening right now. Finishing out some seasons. So it's like winter is closing out fall and winter sports. New seasons will be coming.
But who cares about those winter sports? Not us, not here. And hockey, more like sake. I got a drink to get through a game. Am I right?
And that's dangerous
Editors,
for you.
cancel the podcast.
Editors have all the power over the podcast.
I just want to put all the creative edits in the first episode of the year, so we blow our creative edit budget, and then we have nothing for the rest, but it's going to start.
We test out the entirety of your render farm for the VFX of the first episode of the podcast.
Yeah. Editors, recreate that scene from Deep Impact, but simulate the entire Earth exploding at true scale.
That was incredible. No, but I wanted to kick off the new year with some highlights of what happened in sport in 2024. But before we get into that...
We got some information here.
Oh.
We got a post. Yeah, from Happy Person 20 on the subreddit. Was it Premier Women's Hockey League?
Professional
Women's Hockey League. Is that right?
Professional Women's Hockey League.
If Mark wants to know who hockey's Caitlin Clark is...
Oh, yeah.
It's Sarah Fillier. Finally! They talk about the PWHL. I've played hockey all my life, played 6 years in university, and I know a number of girls playing in the PWHL, and I've been waiting for them to talk about women's hockey. I was a little disappointed when they didn't talk about it for the PW Season 1 last year, but alas, Season 2 is here, and it's stronger than ever. If Mark wants to know who hockey's Caitlin Clark is, it would be Sarah Fillier. The first draft pick this year playing for the New York Sirens has already scored 2 goals plus many assists in her first game in the PW. She's also already been to the Olympics where she scored 8 goals in total. She was born to play hockey and she's only just getting started. I am among the women who never got the opportunity to play women's professional hockey because of a lack of opportunity. I could have played in one of the previous PHF or PWHPA leagues where there were a total of 13 teams or gone out to Europe where they finally merged. So many players lost their spots because they condensed from 13 teams to 6. Don't get me wrong, this merger needed to happen, and it's very good that it finally did happen, and we are seeing amazing outcomes from it, but it took a lot of sacrifice, not only from the athletes participating in the league, but so many athletes outside of it as well. I had a teammate graduate that had a signed contract with a PHF team only to have it voided when they merge. But now, when they show a cool video of this, the Women's Hockey League is selling out stadiums. There's a 20,000 capacity stadium that is just like almost every seat is full. More than half of the seats are full. it's just really cool to see because they give everyone light up wristbands. There's a lot of energy for it, and there's a ton of people there. And it just goes to show that, yeah, people are all about going to these games, supporting the teams, and just seeing some good hockey. So
it's also easily accessible. In the US, the games are live streamed on their YouTube channel. So you're able to watch them if you have an internet connection. You just go to their YouTube channel and you can watch the games.
Oh yeah, love that.
It's unfortunate that Canada did everything with the broadcasting rights because it's not all on YouTube, whereas for the US, it is all on YouTube.
Well, I mean, that's just the archaic thing about TV. Honestly, there's no reason why a lot of that stuff shouldn't be on YouTube, because with YouTube, like the live stream services, it's actually a very professional broadcast platform that integrates with all the traditional media stuff. And also, you can still fill your commercial slots. There is always a YouTube ad to be played. Oh, believe me, there's always a YouTube ad. And you could queue up for 4 minutes at a time. You could do it just like a TV broadcast, take regular breaks, all that stuff. And it would fit in exactly the same slots. And then you wouldn't have to negotiate all the stupid individualized broadcast rights and all the different subsidies and different conglomerations. And now it's the FanDuel network. Is it the FanDuel or was it?
I believe that's correct. Yeah. But since it's a new year, I'm going to bring up the fact that I'm going to read a GQs now.
Oh, better not be about me.
It's not. Throwaway 8675309_T. J'accuses. Bonjour, monsieur.
Don't act like you can't pronounce it right, Mr. Frenchman.
Tyler, master of balls and holes at Monsieur Mark.
Monsieur,
master of lenses and subterfuge. I recently am new to the GMFST tribe, but I cannot in my right mind allow this travesty to continue. Mm-hmm. I've spent 2 weeks listening to the podcast at work and made it to the leaping episode. This episode, where Tyler exclaims to the heavens that the 2 months added to the calendar were January and February, where I say nay. That is not the truth, liar. Blasphemers. The truth is that Caesar, pronounced Kaiser, is it pronounced Kaiser?
Not right now, it's not.
No. Created 2 new months to celebrate 2 brothers, Julius and Augustus Caesar. Those 2 months are July and August. It's in the name. Well, I hope that this faux pas is rectified and that you set the record straight. Faux pas. Yeah, sorry.
This fupa.
This fupa. Well, I'm here to slam the door in your face.
Okay.
Because January and February are, in fact, the months that were added.
Oh.
However, July, the 2 months that they said.
August and August.
July and August, my brain, were renamed after those 2. So they were not added, but January and February were the 2 months that were added. The other 2 were just renamed.
What were the previous names?
I have the answer to this. Quintilis and Sextilis, which are Latin for 5th and 6th.
Really? Sextilius?
Sextilis.
Of Sextus?
Yeah.
Wow. That does make sense, though.
Because they were all organized to be counting to.
Can you imagine if you were born on Quintilius? I'm from born on Quintilis II.
And I'm born on Sextilis III.
No, that's cool. That would be cool. Sextilis
III.
Sextilis 9.
Oops.
Born 6 now.
Whatever.
Drop me into the Mariana Trench. Look at all this trench. Whoa.
Anyway, so I wanted to lead in with that J'accuse because I knew I was right. What just happened?
Music is playing. Real dramatic.
I know where that's coming from. I know what that's coming from.
Did you hear, this is old news by now, but did you hear I was right about honey?
About honey?
Honey, the add-in, the plug-in, the add-on, plug. Yeah. Honey, the extension?
Yeah.
I was on a live stream and I said back in like 2020 or 2019, I forget which year it was, but there's a clip of me saying this. I don't trust honey. There's something about it. It just seems shady. Where are they getting the money? They spend so much money on getting advertisement from influencers. They spend so much money.
And then they were using it to get the coupon. They were clearly selling data, but
it wasn't just that they were selling data. What they were doing was so much more elaborate. There's a big breakdown video by what was it?
Is it CoffeeZilla? Did CoffeeZilla come after him like he
Mega Lag?
Mega Lag.
So Mega Lag made a video called Exposing the Honey Influencer Scam. And that doesn't mean that the influencers are scamming people. The honey was scamming the influencers. And literally everybody with an affiliate link. What they would do is, even if you clicked on, say, an affiliate link from a YouTube channel in their description, what that does is it creates a cookie on your browser that's on your computer that says to the website who referred you. And the way these cookies work is the last click wins. Whoever's the last referral will get it. That'll be the newest cookie, and that's who gets the credit. Honey, every single time you click on that button to find coupons, replaces the referral cookie with its own. They take every single referral that the YouTubers would get if the Honey extension is added on. So they were paying to get their plugin on these YouTubers' videos and especially if they had referral links, which a lot do,
to self-refer and
steal their referral.
Wow.
And it goes even deeper than that, but I'll let people watch the video for that. But I said back in the day, I said, like, where's the money coming from? Anything that's free isn't really free, and it's so much worse than it ever could have possibly imagined. And I never took a Honey deal. I don't care if there was Honey on this podcast. It wasn't read by me, wasn't read by us.
Nope.
Because I didn't trust it. I've never trusted it. I win! I win! I don't know. Something just rubbed me the wrong way. It was just always just like, something's not right here about that.
Well, along the lines of obscure things happening, like you have been ahead of this all along and being right in this becoming a discovery. Different, completely unrelated thing, but also relevant in the weirdest sense in my brain. A first time something has happened used in the rule book in the NFL in 48 years happened on Thursday Night Football. So there's an obscure rule in the NFL where if a team punts and you call a fair catch, making it so that you can catch the ball unabated without anybody hitting you or anything like that, you get the opportunity from that spot to kick what is called a free kick. And a free kick is much like a field goal, but not. A field goal, you have your offensive lineman and the defense can try and block the field goal, right? A free kick is like a kickoff, but without a tee, there's still a person holding it, or they can drop kick it, which is where you drop the ball and kick it right as it hits the ground. So when you call a fair catch, you can take the opportunity to kick a free kick for 3 points, basically a field goal attempt, but the defense cannot attempt to block it. They line up like it's a kickoff. So what ended up happening in the Chargers versus the Broncos, guy called for a fair catch. A penalty flag was thrown because a defensive player made contact with the person trying to make a fair catch, which is called kick catch interference or fair catch interference, thus resulting in a 15-yard penalty. That put the ball onto the 47, 48-yard line for the Chargers on the Broncos side of the field. So it'd be the Broncos 48-yard line. There was 0 time left in the half. None. But the half cannot end and a game cannot end on a penalty from the defense. And when you punt the ball, you then become the defense once the ball is kicked. So with 0 seconds left in the half, the Chargers pull out of their back pocket the free kick. And they kick it and score 3 points and end up going on to win that game, thanks in large part to the free kick that happened. But they converted basically a free, unblockable field goal for 58 yards in what is called a free kick.
Weird.
It has never happened, has not been converted in the NFL in 48 years.
Wow.
The last time it was attempted by Neil Rackers, I believe, in New Orleans, and he missed the kick. Because it's very rare that you get a fair catch where you're in field goal range to then use the free kick rule. But it's obscure.
Well, there you have it. There's a rule for everything. People frantically writing in the rule book like, I got a free kick. You can't block me.
I mean, there's so many funny things. I've been on TikTok lately, and a lot of people have been watching and posting a lot of NFL clips, right? There's an interesting difference between college football and the NFL in how a person is ruled down. So if a quarterback slides, they're giving themselves up, or a quarterback takes a knee, they're giving themselves up. Therefore, the play is called dead. But if a quarterback's running and falls and is not touched by a defender in the NFL, they are not down.
Oh,
therefore, regardless of whether the knee or elbow hits, if they fumble the ball, it's a fumble. It's live. Until they are touched by a defender or they are down by contact, aka a defender hit them, and then it resulted in them falling to the ground, they are not down.
Weird.
That's the rule in the NFL. In college, if you touch a knee or elbow or anything other than your feet and hands on the ground, you are down. period. But in the NFL, that's not the case. And so many people get into these arguments on TikTok, and it makes me laugh because you can tell the people who know the rules versus the people that don't. Because today, Joe Burrow threw a touchdown pass diving forward, face planting into the turf. But because he wasn't touched, he fully completed the touchdown pass and it was good.
Huh. Well, there you have it. Why is that a rule?
It's to make it so that it's harder for the defense to stop the offensive player because it allows for more interesting things to happen. So if somebody were to dive forward on their own volition and drop the football, that's a fumble. It's so that the defender has to make contact with somebody, whereas that means you can ride the back of somebody and get up and score. It just makes it more interesting in the sense of having to get a player down, having to be the defense, not just the person falling. Makes it more exciting because then somebody can literally like trip and fall and end up dodging a tackle and then get up and run and score a touchdown still.
That's true, I guess.
It's happened multiple times in the NFL, so.
I don't understand it.
It's just how it is.
I don't understand it.
But for the episode this week, since it's the new year, I figure it's a good time for us to go ahead and look back at some of the funny instances and the weird things that happened in sport in 2024. There's joyous things, there's hilarious things, there's different commentators that have said silly things. There's a million different things that have happened in sport over the last year. And we've been around for a long, long time covering sports, but we've never gone through and looked at a full year's highlights worth of funnies and occurrences with various clips. And that's what we're going to be doing at the beginning of this year. But before we get into that, we're going to have Mark finish up whatever he's doing with his microphone. And we're going to have a quick conversation about, our last year of doing the podcast and what's been going on in our lives.
Mute. I did it.
Is that what you've wanted the whole time? Is it to be like that?
Just pointed the backs at you now. Anyway, what did I miss?
I was just talking about what we're about to be doing for the episode, which is going through the entire 2024's highlights of silliness that have happened in sport. I don't know if you want to do this as like a try not to laugh, but there's a lot of different funny things that have happened in 2024. And I've got a huge list of a bunch of different clips that we're going to watch and we're going to kind of talk about. Some things are cool, heartwarming, funny, various different things.
I thought we were going to talk about our lives.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That part. How was your 2024 looking back?
Man, a blur. It was
just the movie.
Just the movie, which is strange because pretty soon I'll have been working on it for 2 years straight. And that's, I am so done. But I'm in the middle of another sprint right now to actually finish it.
But are you proud of like what you've been able to do in 2024?
Oh, of course I am. Yeah. I've learned so much so quickly. I have accomplished so much. I've built so much. And when people actually understand the context with which I have built things, I would put it this way. The person who's helping me put the networking together and like get it all set up, the server in terms of like making it work with the software, has said, I used to work at a college campus in their data center as an IT guy. You have more compute power than the entire college did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, interesting. Didn't know that. I have no idea where my server ranks in terms of, it's not the supercomputer rankings, not that. It's not that. But as far as like a person's individual render farm, I'm very curious to where mine is going to rank when it's done because it's a lot. Mm-hmm. And I've gotten it for such a good deal. I probably have so many stolen processors that are now my black market processors. But hey, I have learned so much. I've bought from like some really suspicious dealers and some reputable ones, and I've gotten some great deals, and shockingly they work, and they probably shouldn't. Sorry, Intel, I've got some of your engineering sample CPUs, but you didn't hear it from me.
Can they even do anything about that?
They just don't support it, I think. I don't think it's illegal. It's just, I'm not supposed to have them, but what are they going to do? It turned up in my door. And at the end of the day, if I go to them and be like, hey, this is broken, they're going to be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Go to hell.
Yeah, there's like no warranty or anything on them.
What else? I got it for $230. So I mean, like, if a few die for this, I'm okay with that. And that's, it's a lot of money. $10,000 CPU for $230. I think that's a steal. 98% off. I'll fucking take 20, which I did. True story.
It's like, I'll fucking take 20, which I did. just that line. Hey, Go to our merch site and go, I'll fucking take 20. You can do that. You can get 25 finger foam fingers for $5 each, which is actually, it's not 98% off, but it's
a hell
like,
of a deal. It's a hell of a deal. You know, store.gmfst.com. Oh, yeah. You get them deals there.
T-shirts are more than 50% off because they were 25. I think they're going for 10 right now.
There you go. It's an everything must go sale, so everything must go. We're not lying. These are the deals.
And there's no new products until these are all gone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally what it is.
So go to store.gmfst.com today and buy yourself a gift. Hey, return that stupid sweater that your uncle gave you and buy yourself a GMFST sweater instead.
You know that gift card grandma gave you? Use that at store.gmfst.com to buy your shirt today.
And then thank her.
You write "Thank you, Grandma" underneath the GMFST shirt. I finger sports. Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you, Grandma. What does that mean, honey? Oh, my.
Oh, God.
As if Grandma doesn't know.
Grandma doesn't know.
No, Grandma knows. Listen.
Oh.
You think about it, every grandma got porked for you to be here.
I don't think I've ever squeaked like that before in my life.
Every single one of them. Every one of them.
You wouldn't exist if Grandma didn't get fucked.
I didn't say that. I think
porked is worse.
Why do you think porked is worse?
I don't know. It just that's
Grandma got porked a bit. It's fine. That's wholesome, family friendly. Grandma got fucked. Gross. Not demure. Be demure.
I don't think I could ever be demure.
All right, you can't even pronounce it, that French bastard.
No, I can't. I can't pronounce half the words in the English language to begin with, so.
Man, I wish there was another alternative besides Facebook. Or Amazon.
I was like, do you remember MySpace or Zanga?
Amazon.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, because I bought my capture card died, so I bought a new one.
Are you using the Black Magic capture card or the
Elgato still?
Okay.
It was the CamLink one. I have a replacement somewhere, but I've been moving a lot of stuff and getting rid of things. Anyway, I ordered one. I got the package, same day shipping. I was like, oh boy, yeah. I'll rip it open. The book, like try out something. It was some kid's book, and I'm just like, this isn't an Elgato. This isn't a capture card at all. So I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh, God.
I know there are strikes going on, and there should be, for sure. But anyway, let's get to the funnies.
Yes. So, to start things off, go to Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And so, in the NFL, it's tradition that players get each other gifts for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony Walker Jr., for the Miami Dolphins, figured out everybody's high school football jerseys and got them replicas of their high school football jerseys for Christmas this year.
No way. That's so sweet. That's so nice.
Like, the amount of research and effort to figure this out, to figure out each of the teams, the mascots, and you're talking about hundreds of thousands of millions of high schools that exist in the United States to begin with, and then football programs from that.
That's crazy. That's really thoughtful. I wish I was half that thoughtful for any gift I've ever gotten, ever.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, going back to college is one thing, but going all the way back to their high school days is insane. Really cool. Every single one of the teammates got one. I'm also curious about, like, who he got to make all of these.
Oh, I'm sure there was probably a company that the NFL partners with, and they were like, can you do me a favor? Please make some more.
So I just thought that was a really cool thing to start things off, was going into Christmas and seeing all of these different jerseys that went through. Next up, we got Caitlin Clark.
Oh, yes, finally.
This happened in early 2024, and it's Michigan versus Iowa. I believe this is in the NCAA tournament. And so in the game, Caitlin Clark, passer extraordinaire, absolutely nails the Michigan player in the head with the ball.
Just doesn't even say sorry. Just like, whatever, it happened.
She just said shit, though. If you read her lips, she goes, shit, and then walked over to get the ball.
Yeah. Oopsies.
Just, we talk about how good Caitlin Clark is, but even the greatest of all times make mistakes.
I don't know if that was even a mistake. It was probably laser guided to her teammate, and just that other
the other person walked in the way.
Well, she didn't walk. I think she was just standing. But Caitlin Clark with her Terminator vision was like, teammate
must get the assist.
Obstacle. Shit.
Which actually, statistics, there was a TikTok I saw recently showing all of the WNBA players and points accounted for, which is like assists, passes, like second passes, making open because she's getting double teamed or drawing a defender. Caitlin Clark, of all the WNBA all-time greats in their career and points every season, they were all at a certain level. Caitlin Clark was up here for points accounted for. Like, drastically even above them, which really shows how great Caitlin Clark is. Now, we've got some baseball moments, and I love baseball.
He loves him some baseball.
Are you seeing this?
No, I'm looking at no console capture card.
Mark!
I need to order one. I can't record. I forgot that I need to buy it. I need to buy it. Okay? It has to. I have to. All right, I'm watching.
All right. So baseball, notoriously, is not exactly the most thrilling sport. But fans are... and this is a ball taking out popcorn. A collectible popcorn bucket. This is a game. I don't know if this was in England or what, but a mascot was serving tea to commentators. I was trying to figure out where the bat went. So they had to pause the game to get the bat down. Oh my God, that ball's so long.
Wow. How did they do? Well, why don't they just climb up there? Get the kid to go up there. Anyway, there's something to be said about like baseball. Yeah, kind of boring sometimes, but also just.
My thing is, if you're at the game, it's a lot more exciting. There's a lot of stuff happening. So this dude had to just be really tired. Then again, he is a Mets fan. And the Mets are notoriously bad.
Laugh, every non-sport person listening to this. That's when you laugh. If any sport guy in your vicinity says a joke like that, at that point, laugh. If they're making fun of the Mets, laugh. It's funny, I think. Right?
Yeah.
This has been your non-sports guy update.
All right, and now we have... Our research assistant put in my video, a clip from my video.
Oh, wait.
This is in Florida. I went down to Florida to film some soccer videos with JP a while ago. And JP was actually a really good soccer player. He played on a select team. I believe was a part of like the insane international select team that traveled across countries and stuff like that. So we did a little bit of a soccer shootout. And I apparently blocked the shot and was really excited about it because I was not blocking much at this point because this is not long after I got hit by the car and my back was still hurting me. So I wasn't exactly diving for it. I did not expect to be in this highlights thing, but I guess I was
so confused. I didn't know what to do about that.
Yep. This one's hilarious to me. If you've ever played any football video game, there are things in the game that just don't make sense. This showed that it can happen in real life.
What the fuck?
He just spins on his head. Whee!
How does that happen?
It's just physics, man. The center of gravity just ended up working out. So it was very video game-esque seeing like players tackle and get stuck together.
That was very nice.
Now we got a lacrosse one, which we have not done a lacrosse primer yet. So we got the offensive player and the defender. Whoosh. And he hit his own teammate in the nuts.
Oh.
On the bounce. That looked painful.
Oh, do they wear cups?
They should.
Oh, no. He jumped into it too. Wait, go frame by frame here. Like, click through that. Okay. If everyone... Oop, you liked it?
Well, I liked it.
Okay. Now, if you watch, he twists, it wouldn't have hit him in the nuts if he hadn't jumped and twisted. If only our
not letting me
expert pause it. Yeah. And then here we go. All right. So you see he's jumped, but go back. The ball's flying in. It's on the ground there. Right there. Okay.
That's it.
Going up. Never mind. There was nothing he could do. No,
it's right in his nuts.
Yeah, that's perfectly aimed. Yeah, it was fate.
Strategic.
God himself sent that ball.
I think this guy had some beef with him.
Yeah.
It looked almost intentional.
If only he used any of that skill to actually get it in the goal, he would go places. But he's
with how accurate that is. I mean,
so vindictive. Yeah,
it's using its entire skill set for evil here.
Yep, that's true. All
right, and then next we've got probably the most insane basketball assist you will see in your life.
All right, I'm prepared.
He looks like he's shooting, but he's a pass.
Oh wow,
the pass.
To
the face. And it goes in. So who gets the assist or who gets the point?
The guy's head. There's no doubt about it. That was but it's like that guy doesn't get any part of it because it touched this guy's hand. He corrected it.
Oh yeah, so the assist. Yeah.
He was the shooter, that guy's the assist, he's the assist. That guy's the shot.
The head is the shooter.
Is the shot. So the guy who originally passed it, useless, wasn't even part of it.
Waste of space.
Did you see the finesse that he put on the ball? Just
the tiniest. He even gave the right spin.
He blew a kiss to it on the way.
Just get in there. Just score. Now we've got some tennis highlights.
That's unfortunate on the sun placement.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'll just take a snack, mid session. But the thing is, that sun placement, you'll say that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why the sun is that way versus another way.
Yeah.
So when you build tennis courts, we talked about this in the tennis primer, they always have to face north-south. That way there is never an advantage of somebody's having the sun directly in their eyes from it being east-west facing. Believe it or not, my school, my university, guess how they built their tennis courts?
Stupidly.
East-west.
Oh.
Which is no tennis court. Anybody who builds tennis courts knows not to do that.
That's so stupid.
At my college, they built it the wrong way.
Idiots.
Next up, we got a bowling highlight.
No.
I don't know what's funny.
I don't either. I mean,
I don't know what's funny.
I'm not a bowler, so I don't.
What is this? What is this? Why are we on triangles?
No.
Did she hit herself in the face or something? I'm trying to figure out what's funny. I just hear the weird laughing sound.
No.
I don't know what's funny.
Look at the description. Maybe there's something in the description.
Bowler slips and strikes. I didn't see a slip.
I've had no bowling primer, so I don't even know what this is. I've never even heard of this sport.
I don't know what's funny either. It's just laughing. I guess we'll just have to have a bowling primer. That's the new 2025 thing.
Hey, Elgato, can I get some products? Can you give me shit for free? I'll talk about you. Otherwise, I hate you.
So I've been looking at capture cards lately because I've got a project coming up here this month.
Yes.
There's the Black Magic one that basically is better than the Elgato Pro one, which apparently they're discontinuing, the one that is built in, that does 4K 60, whereas the Elgato one only does 4K 30. So if you want an in-computer capture card, the Black Magic one is apparently the good one.
Black Magic, can you sponsor me?
Honestly,
I've tried.
Yeah.
No, they don't need sponsorships.
No, because everybody uses their stuff. All right, moving on to the next one here. It's an instance of Leapfrog. So he just got scored on. He's on defense, and his intrusive thoughts won, and he leapfrogs the official, which also, if you touch the official, is usually a penalty.
What a time to do it. Did it result in anything, or was that?
I don't think anything was called, but...
Oh, the other team got the
other team
touchdown.
scored a touchdown,
Okay,
and he's
all
on
right.
defense doing a leapfrog over an official.
Why not? Maybe he's trying to get a penalty called.
Maybe. Maybe he just wants this,
It would have been
highlight.
declined anyway.
He wants this clip.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Have some
Well, it would
fun.
have been after the play.
Have some fun.
All right. Now we've got some mess ups of the officials here. So apparently fumbled the basketball in football.
There.
He's got the NFL on. He's in the full gear.
He's just listening
over
to
the
a game
radio.
in his ear. Like, fucking LeBron's doing it again.
I think it's dunking the basketball, and he says,
he's
fumbled
made
the
it.
basketball.
Caitlin Clark has scored again.
The
First
basketball.
down.
First down. Caitlin Clark with another assist. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
The dribble is good. Speaking of Caitlin Clark, just just casually at a pro-am, launching the ball towards the crowd.
Well,
Just casually just goes, sorry.
old lady got beaned.
Nobody got hurt. Ended up working out. This one I personally found. I like this clip. It's a very rare, insane, incredible shot. So this is disc golf, which we have talked about.
Yeah.
Off one tree,
Ooh, nice.
off another tree, and in.
Oh.
And that hits more than one tree. Like we see clearly two, but I think it bounces off another one and comes back like around.
I don't see it, but donk. Okay.
If you watch, when it hits that tree, it comes across, and then it comes like
I think it's just curving. I think it's just the curve after the second hit.
after the second hit.
It's impressive enough hitting two. I'm like, bonk. I think that's just the curve.
Just insane.
Boing. That's really cool. Because it reverses the spin.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's spinning counterclockwise, and it floats down, and then.
And I think his entire goal was to just get around that first tree. And the way that it ended up hitting was just perfect.
Me saying reversing the spin was the incorrect statement, but I'm standing by it. And I don't care what anybody says. Try to stop me. I can't be stopped. I'm a podcaster.
Yeah. Like a leech on society. Anyway, we got Broccoli Man. Back to baseball. A fan showed up with heads of broccoli
Oh, great.
in a broccoli shirt.
That's good. That's
It's just beautiful. He's having a great time.
Oh, that's
Dog
good.
day.
I like
Dog
that.
day at the
I
park.
Like that. Yeah, that's great.
Good fit on that dog, by the way.
Great dog.
Apparently a player just steals the ATV from the mascot.
Oh, good.
Pitch is delivered. It's ball one. Soto jumped out of the box. He looked like he swiped at a bee.
Yeah, there it is. You can see it.
It's just a bee.
Talk about a good
Hey, it could be allergic.
step out of the box.
Oh, here's a fun one. It's the bird on the field. So if you don't know, in baseball, there was a bird incident where somebody threw a ball and a pigeon flew in front of it and got absolutely obliterated.
I've seen the clip. It is feathers everywhere.
Yeah. So they're saving that bird's life by getting it off the field. I don't know about holding it upside down, though, but
Was it upside down?
yeah.
Good for them.
Watch. That's definitely tails up, right?
That's a
No, that's a wing. You're right.
silly.
Silly
I think I
me.
don't know my bird's ass from its head. I know.
I apparently don't.
Man, I know. Trust me, I know.
You know?
Oh, I know.
All right.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
You don't want to know.
We got Charles Barkley.
That's why them big old women be eating those churros. Double fist? No, they be double fist, no churros, man.
On national television, so Shaq's over there getting a kick out of it.
Everywhere. Coming. I want to talk about. Whoa. Yo. Pause. Ladies and gentlemen.
This happens just casually.
What are you talking about?
Not like we can stop and.
Hey, that's not what I meant. See, y'all mind in the gutter. Go ahead. I try anything to play at a basketball game.
That's good to hear.
Hey, I put that stuff they put in horses. I had to a couple times.
Probably didn't need to go that far.
So that's why it's called DLSO.
He just talks about random stuff.
Juggling 2 balls right here. On one hand, I'm
Is that
really
what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm really proud of what the
Shaq just loses it every time.
Like, hey, let's just go and compete and see what happens. Then you got the Lakers who just went out there and flat out just dogged it, just went through the motion. So shout out to the Grizz for going out there just competing their behind off.
They tie the series up at a game apiece. Game 3 is Saturday in L.A.
It's so silly, man.
You're just,
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna acknowledge it.
Shaq.
Acknowledge it.
All right.
Draymond is bracing. And Joker, instead of going around him, he's just banging and banging and banging. When a guy's banging you, you spin off of him. Those are the worst defenders to play against, actually, because if you can feel their body, come on.
Just gets worse.
Points for Joker.
Just gets worse.
Double figures.
When a guy's banging you.
He's got to know what he's doing at that point. He knows.
And then, for Wade's sake, this just happened today. The Bengals.
What happened?
They're going after an interception. Ball's in the air. Ball's tipped in the air. Ball's tipped. They're fighting over it. Ball's tipped, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, my God.
And that's the story of the Bengals defense this year.
Oh, my God. Not one of them.
I mean, but just the one dude right here that jumps on his back.
He ripped it out of the other guy's hand.
Yeah, that's the story of the Bengals year.
Well, what can you do?
What can you do? Is
What
right.
can you do?
But yeah, those are just a few different highlights. I've got more for us to go through of funny different things, but that'll be in next episode, as there's a lot of funnies from 2024.
Well, there you have it, everybody. That's the funnies of 2024.
And some highlights. There's some cool stuff that happened in those. So
Only some, though.
only some,
Not a lot.
not a lot. Mostly just funny, weird, obscure sports things. But with that, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We hope you have a great 2025. High hopes for you. Control what you can control. Focus on your goals. Make sure you got small steps to get there. You know, a lot of people set real high arching goals in the new year. You got to make sure you got to segment it. You got to have the steps that'll help you achieve those bigger goals.
Aim high.
Aim high, but have the steps to get
Aim
there.
high, die in the sky. That's what I always say.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that.
New year, new me.
New year, new you. All right. Well, you can get a new you by going to store.gmfst.com and getting some new fits, some new clothing, some new stickers, some new things to sport your sportliness or unsportliness all over your wardrobe.
They're coming for us.
They're coming for us. Quickly, thanks so much for watching. Go to reddit.com/r/GMFST to interact with us and engage with us and accuse us and give us sport news and give us things that you would like us to cover. So episode ideas. And with that, we got to run. They're coming. So they're coming.
Bye.
Bye.